Hi, I'm David Paley. I work in the film and TV industry as a talent executive, although I'm currently unemployed due to the coronavirus pandemic, and I live on Halsey Street. I've been baking for about 10 years. I started, we used to travel a lot, and I was living down in Miami for work for a winter, and you just couldn't get good bread there, so I was like, how am I going to do that? I looked at trying to ship it from New York, and it seemed ridiculous. And I said, I'll just make it myself. And I found books on it. And the first one I found was the no-knead method, which was great. You just throw flour, water, salt in a bowl, mix it, leave it, shape it the next day, bake it, and it was beautiful. And then I realized there was more nuance to bread making than that. And there's a world of opportunity. And I just became obsessed. I love it, and it just gives me focus and direction in the morning. I don't sleep that well, and it helps me just engage the second I wake up. Now I do a lot more complicated, intricate, technical, and difficult sourdoughs, which involve, pH levels and acidity and temperature. And I'm doing this rye bread now that I'm going to make for my sister. I'm following a very specific method, Danish method from the godfather of all Danish bread, Klaus Meyer. I got introduced to a well-known baker who opened a place in New York, two places in New York, called Bien Cuit. This guy, Zach Golfer. I did a thing called a stage, which is a French word for intern. I was the oldest intern in the history of the world, yeah. I did whatever they told me to, and then I was able to do my own projects. They were like, who is this guy? Why is he doing this? He obviously doesn't have any baking experience, and why would Zach put in some weirdo dude in the film business in your bakery? Nobody understood me at first, and they were standoffish, but then, I worked hard, and I washed dishes, and I carried bags of dough, and they taught me, so much about how to make bread. Why do I love it? I love the hands-on, I love touching, I love the process, I love the patience it teaches me, the insight to other living beings. This stuff is all alive. This here is a sweet, stiff starter for a panettone that I'm making, although she is not feeling so well. Her name is Penelope. She just rested overnight in a cool sugar bath. She has to be fed like a baby every morning. She's on a very specific schedule. There's a lot of care involved. You have to really be patient and take care of this thing non-stop. Breaking her up. She's easier to mix. I broke my KitchenAid, so I have to do it by hand. If anybody's looking to donate a KitchenAid, I don't have $500 to spend just now because I haven't worked in months. We're the lucky ones, and we are surviving, and we have everything we need. But I did well before that, and if I needed a mixer, if mine broke, I just buy it. Now, I'm not buying anything. I met this woman, Georgia, last year, who owns a bakery in Rome, and she is basically a rising star bakery chef who specializes in panettone. And I was fortunate enough to be able to go work with her for a week last year, and she taught me. She was just so generous and taught me so much about the process of making this very highly particular, intricate pastry. The starter is the key to it. You have to have a strong starter, which is not what mine is at all. But I send her pictures basically, every 3 hours, and she's looking at it, can tell like the acid and the pH, and it just needs more flour, needs more, and she's so skilled. The little starter that could. Penelope. You got to name these things. They're alive. Now, she's ready to rest. 3 hours in a hot bath. Bye-bye. Occasionally, I sell my goods and have little bake sales and pop-ups, and most of the time, I don't sell this stuff. And I just give it to my neighbors, and they love it. I have, the whole block. Everyone gets cookies, they get breads, they get pastry. Anything I'm testing, I've got very, very happy customers, so-called customers. And it's made me very popular on the block.
Just you and I, forever and a day. Love will not die. We'll will keep me